Hey everybody, this is Jared again, and today I'm doing another Kamen Rider figure review. You guys are going to think that's all I do. I still have a few Transformers to review, and I got some stuff I'm going to be doing, but yeah, definitely a lot of Kamen Rider stuff, because I'm finally getting some cool stuff in, and I got more, yeah, a lot of Kamen Rider. But here I go again. Anyway, today I am reviewing Kamen Rider Wizard. So this is the series right before Kamen Rider Gaim. Kamen Rider Gaim is pretty good. I really am enjoying it, and it got me into wanting to see the past riders. Of course, I know about like the Mask Rider, the show that was on Fox Kids. Came on around the same time as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I guess it didn't do too good, and it went away. And then they had Kamen Rider Dragon Knight that came out in America, and I watched that, and that was pretty cool. So I'm hoping they start doing a Kamen Rider again in America. I would really like to see an Americanized Kamen Rider Gaim, or a Kamen Rider Wizard, then go to Kamen Rider Gaim or something. But I'm really enjoying this. So Kamen Rider Wizard, he's a dude, and he has rings, and that's what he uses to turn into Wizard, and his other forms. He has like fire and water and stuff, and then his last mode, his diamond mode, or whatever it's called. But yeah, it's a show I need to watch more. I've only watched a couple episodes, and it's interesting. It's really cool. So this is the packaging, and it's kind of a lot like the Kamen Rider Gaim packaging. You just have the figure here, and then the weapons or whatever on the sides, and then you got a nice picture here of the figure actually, and this is their budget line, their more kid friendly line, and this one is the WAP #1. The Action Please line, and he has a gimmick, special little gimmick, and yeah, so there's the side of it, strike, and then here's the back, Japanese writing, of course, all over the back, and figure again and stuff, and then another one, kick, strike, and fire. So this is what the packaging looks like, and let's open them up. So pull this out, and now unlike the Fours figure, you actually got a nice little backdrop card, and it even says, like, I guess it says Kamen Rider Wizard right here, and it has the symbol that happens when he henshins. So let's see if I can put this in here without damaging it, because that's the last thing I want, is to damage it. I don't want to do it. And then you got the instructions right here. The instructions. Oh man, I got instructions. And now, here's the figure. Just gotta take it out of its shell. And then he has his sword. He has his weapon in sword mode and in blaster mode, so you can either have either one. So put that to the side for now. And here is the figure. Now, when I first ordered this figure, I looked at it and I was like, hey, that looks pretty cool. And I was like, I'm gonna get it just because it's the series before Gaim, and he shows up in the movie. There's a movie with him in it and everything, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that figure. I just want to see more about this guy, and I got the figure, and I really like this figure. There's a lot of reasons why I like this figure, and I really like it. I first saw him and I was like, I don't know about that look, and now I look at it and he just looks tough. He just looks fucking tough. But what's cool about his little gimmick is, watch your eyes. So yeah, he has a really bright red glow in his helmet. And even if you don't do it, his sculpting and then inside looks all rubied and everything, like a jewel, like a ring. Huh. And it looks so cool. And the paint details that they put on here, they even painted his driver and made it look really good. And, he has this little coat thing that comes down, and you would think that would get in the way, and it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Only thing I don't like is my figure, when I pulled it out of the packaging, he had this. And I don't know how to get rid of that without damaging it. If you know a way of fixing that, give me a comment. Leave me a comment and telling me, because I would really that's bugging the shit out of me. But he has like a little plastic thing in here when you first pull him out, and you just pull that out to activate it, so that way his batteries don't die while he's sitting in a storeroom. But let's get back here. Now, as articulation is normal articulation for one of these figures, but I'll still go through it anyway, just so you know. But his head goes up that high and moves down that low, and he actually can, look side to side. Actually, if you really want him to, you could do full 360. I really wouldn't do that, because it could scratch this paint, which I think when I did that it already did. But you can do that. I wouldn't advise you to. But yeah, so anyway, so his head can do that, but he can look up and down pretty good, considering the fact that there's circuitry like going up in here and everything. He's, real thin. He's not bulky in any way. So his arm goes up that high. Full 360 rotation around. He bends at the elbow. Not much. It's a single joint. He also has a arm rotation all the way around. Or I said he has a elbow. His hand, he can move all the way around at the wrist, and then he has the double fingers just like the others, so he can do that, fist, everything. He can call on the power of Captain Planet, so that's cool. Other arms the exact same way, so he has full rotation at the waist. Of course, no ab crunch, because none of them do. But his legs kick up that high and then go out that far. Look at that. Even with the cape, it still does it. Oh, well, not cape, jacket. It still does that. And it's cool because, it actually looks kind of natural, because it kind of creases right here and everything, because it's made out of a really soft, pliable plastic that you can move around. So it has that. And, you can pull it up and pull it down. And like I even seen where you can make it look like he's throwing his cape out. So that's cool. Probably won't stay up long, but it does, it's still the fact that you can do it. He has a thigh rotation. Full, you can do it all the way around. Bends at the knee. Pretty far, actually. Look at that. Bends out. And then he has pivot ankle articulation. So he has that go up. He has an ankle pin down. And then he can enough up that high and then end. So it's nice. It's nice and loose. He has articulation. Pretty much it. Of course, pretty good articulation. He's not an actual arts. Once again, pretty SH figure, but I think he looks freaking absolute fat ass. Made this figure look absolutely that's amazing. So his weapon, him. This is the go-to hit. There's been, he do like a handshakes to hand. It was like he can do this. He does like a thing with it, Ermo, whatever, and yeah, saber, a lot of paint, just plastic. It doesn't have or anything. It's black paint, all gray plastic, but it's good. Today, thing is top. It looks good. It looks really sculpty. He can notch. Nice. So hold it. Put that in. He can hold it. Well, his hand. He put that there. Close. Hand down. And there. This is it. On it. He has a good. And yeah, it's tight. Tight. Tiger. Like a and then here, blaster, a little bit more than the saber, but just a little bit. See, now the hand's open and he holds it, he can shoot it, which would be really nice because they have the fingers. It'd be really nice if there was a hole there and you could put this in his hand and wrap his finger in there so he can actually mimic like pulling the trigger, but it doesn't. So you can have him holding it in his hand, even though it's, you know, the same weapon. You know, he's a wizard, so let's say he turned it into 2 weapons. So there. It looks a little big, but it doesn't matter, you know. Still a really cool looking figure. Anyway, that's a Kamen Rider Wizard. I think I went through most of it. So let's do another size comparison. So let's have him over here next to Gaim. Just take his weapon out of his hand for now. Gaim, around the same size. They look really good next to each other. Except for Gaim has big fruit armor and he's just a wizard. And then here's Forz. So there they are. All 3 together. Like a happy little family. So yeah, that's my review of Kamen Rider Wizard. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe, like this video. You can comment, tell me things that you want me to review, tell me things, you know, compliment me, insult me, tell me whatever. I'd like to read it. But this is my review for this. Once again, thanks for watching. This is Jared, and until next time,